Hello, Mindscape here again, doing another video about some of the medals that I've collected, some of the finds that I've been able to dig up over eBay. Sorry I haven't posted one of these in a while, but I've been a little preoccupied with the upcoming 9th May anniversary of the victory over Nazi Germany. I've been posting some war witness heritage videos on my channel, courtesy of RT, so definitely check those out too. This here is a collection, part of a collection that I was fortunate enough to find. This is the one that I was originally after. It's the medal for the capture of Budapest in Hungary. And as customary with all the campaign medals, the ribbons have their own different colors depending on what campaign it is. And on the back, of course, has the day in which that occurred. This is 13 February 1945. And then, as customary with the award certificates, let me get this out of the way. You've got the booklet on the top here. We got the crest of the Soviet Union and the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics there in Russian. Opening up the booklet, on the left-hand side, we've got the description or the actual picture of the award, and then the date, and then the serial number right here at the bottom, 153-331. On the right-hand side, again, we've got a more detailed description of what it's for, the awardee's name, and then the seal of the Soviet Union, the stamp. And I believe this one here was awarded 2 December 1947. So definitely a good find on that one. Definitely good condition too, considering how old it is. Not going to complain on that one. What makes this one really special is that I got this one along with 8 other medals, all awarded to the same individual. So that was a bonanza. And sometimes, like I was saying before, sometimes you can really hit a good one, and that was a good one. So 9 for the price of 1. Who could beat that? So I'll go ahead and go through and show you some of the other ones that came along with it. This one here was the 30th anniversary of the Soviet Army and Navy, and you see the 3 Roman numeral 10s there for 30. And we flip the medal over, and it shows the dates: 1948, 1918. It's 30 years. So the actual official beginning of the Red Army was 1918. So I'll zoom in real quick on that. And then we've got the customary award certificate on the right here. So I'll go ahead and move this off to the side. This one was a little different as far as awards of this time period, because the picture on the left-hand side normally is black and white. Well, this one's color. Actually, this is kind of nice. And then what the award is for: 30 years of the Soviet Army and Navy, Flota being Navy. Who it was awarded to, more of a detailed description of the award, and of course the date. And I believe the date on this one here at the bottom is 12 September 1948. So I believe that when that one was issued, if my Cyrillic is correct. And then it came along with, I know this one's a duplicate. It's a 30th anniversary medal of the Great Patriotic War. I'm not going to spend too much time on this one because it's viewable in more detail in my previous video about the medals. And it also comes with a 40th as well. Now, I don't know what happened with the 20th though. That was the mystery when I opened the package up, is why the 20th was not included. Don't know whether it was lost or whether it was sold off as a separate item. I just honestly don't know on that one. But still fortunate enough to get the 30th and 40th out of it. One thing I do want to point out is, as you'll see here as time goes on, there is a theme with these anniversary medals. Except for the 30th, you'll notice the 40th here, you have the St. George ribbon colors on it. So you've got the black, orange, black, along with different variations as far as the coloring on the other side. This one here happens to be a mint green on the left and on the right hand side, and then a large red stripe separating the St. George ribbon from the green there. So just going to move that off the side. Now, the next one I've got is from Ukraine. So in 1991, the Soviet Union broke up, and all the constituent republics went their own way, but they still issued the medals to their war veterans that were, that were living in their territory. So this one here is the 50th anniversary of the Great Patriotic War, 1945 to 1995. So I'll zoom in just a little bit so you can see the dates on the medal. So we've got the 1945, 1995, and on the obverse of the medal, you got the 50th anniversary of the Great Patriotic War right there. And then you'll notice too on the ribbon itself. Let me reorient this so it's pointed north here. Again, the variation of St. George ribbon. This one is without the green stripe though, but it's almost identical to the 40th except for the mint green stripe on the left and right of the ribbon. The award document. This one here is a little bit different. I'm not quite so great as far as reading Ukrainian. So again, 50 years of the victory in the Great Patriotic War, 1941, 1945. I could at least figure that out. And then this one here is kind of nice because they started providing color pictures of the awards inside the actual document. So again, we have the reason for it, the award reasoning behind it, the 50-year anniversary, the picture of the medal here, and the awardee. Now, I was able to actually figure out who all these were awarded to by this. Since I honestly can't read cursive Cyrillic quite so well, I actually was able to read this one here. So these were all awarded to Vasili Davidovich Zhivonos. And I do apologize if I butchered that, but it's kind of nice actually to see them all awarded to the same person. That is really neat. And this one here, the date's pretty easy to make out as far as when it was awarded, 29 May 1995. And of course the seal of the government of Ukraine there at the bottom. Next one up is what comes after 50? Well, we've got 60. So we've got a 60th anniversary of the Great Patriotic War. On the medal itself, I'll zoom in on it real quick so you can see the dates. This one here is going to be on the bottom. So 1945, 2005. And then on the back side of the medal, we have the 60th anniversary like we had on the 50th one before. And you'll notice again a variation on the theme. The St. George ribbon colors on the left-hand side, albeit on the left and right-hand side actually of the ribbon, albeit thinner. So again, keeping in custom with that. And then the award certificate, go ahead and focus in on it here real quick. Open this back up a little bit. We've got the Ukraine, the seal of the government of Ukraine, and then we have medal for the 60th anniversary of the Great Patriotic War in 1941 and 1945. Again, this one here is in color, extra nice. Serial number on the bottom, 1830164. Recipient's name written in cursive. And then what the medal is for again, seal of the government of Ukraine, and the date it was issued. Now this one here I can't read too well. I unfortunately don't know what month it was issued. I know it was on the 21st of whatever month, 2005. So anybody looking at this that can read Ukrainian better than I, please by all means put the date in the comments. I would definitely appreciate that. Moving on, we've got the 60th anniversary of the liberation of Ukraine from the German army, the Nazis. And so this one has a slight variation of the St. George ribbon, not the whole thing, just a partial there on the ribbon itself. And then on the medal we have the dates. This one, the liberation of Ukraine actually took place in 1944. So this one would be 1944 to 2004. And on the back side, kind of more of a description on what it's for. So we've got liberation Ukraine from Nazi Germany. So extra nice there. And then the customary award certificate. This one also is in color on the inside, with the metal description on the left-hand side. And the serial number on this one, 132018. So pretty good serial number on that one. The awardee's name, what the medal was for on the right-hand side, as well as the Ukrainian seal. And the date on this one, I am not sure on that one as well. 17-something 2004. Again, please, anyone out there looking at the video that can read Ukrainian, please post that date. I would really... Well, hang on a second. Let me get back up here to the award certificate. Please post that date. I would be most appreciative of that. Because I would definitely like to know myself. Okay, moving on. Got two more to go. Now this one we're going to see again the variation of the St. George ribbon. This one is 60th anniversary of the defense of the motherland, issued by Ukraine for the same thing basically. And now we have the St. George ribbon in the center, separated on either side by a blue band with a very tiny yellow band on both left and right hand sides. Barely perceptible, but you can see them. And so definitely a nice little colorful one there. But you notice how on each of the anniversary medals it has some variation or some incorporation of the St. George ribbon. So that was essentially the victory ribbon for victory over Germany. And so we have the back side of the medal. Not too much in the line of decoration on that one, but that doesn't mean it's any less significant. So we also have the award certificate on this one. Same sort of motif on that. On the left-hand side, you've got a picture and the serial number, 97,548 on that one. On the right-hand side, you've got the awardee's name, what it's for, and then the date. And again, please, if anyone knows the date on that, please post it. Again, I'd be very, very much appreciative of that. And finally, the last one, and this is one that I hadn't expected to get, the Medal of Zhukov. So this one here commemorates the 100th anniversary of Georgy Zhukov's birth. Georgy Zhukov was the Soviet field marshal during much of the Great Patriotic War. He was the big Hakarishi, so to speak, in the Soviet Army. So again, you'll notice the St. George colors on the right-hand side this time, and then the red coloring on the left-hand side. And then you have the bust of Georgy Zhukov on the front, and his name in Cyrillic along the top. And on the obverse side, you have the two dates, 1896 and 1996. He was born 1896. And then 1996 would have been the 100th anniversary of his birth. Well, it actually would be. And then again, the customary award certificate. This one's not too elaborate on the front. Pretty plain on that one. And then we open her up. And again, this one's Ukrainian in color. Medal of Zhukov. That is there. And then, of course, the picture of the medal, the recipient, and of course what it's for, the Medal of Zhukov, the Ukrainian seal, and again one more time the date. And I'll focus in on the date in which it was established. So again, looking for help from any viewers there, anyone that can read Ukrainian, please post that. That would definitely help me out. So that pretty much wraps it up. 8-1. That is one heck of a find. I'll go ahead and zoom out here real quick so you can have a look at all of them, all lined up. Pretty nice little find, I must say. And I was really stoked to get these. So it just goes to show that you never can tell what you're going to get when you bid on something on eBay. You might get something pretty beat up. You might get something pretty doggone cool. And so I think this one pretty much falls into the latter category. Again, thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, comments, translations, anything like that, definitely leave them below. Everything's much appreciated, and have a great one.